Well, who cares, because I might able to actually steal some coins for Peach though. That's the only solution I can think of. But hey, on the upside is that I've got myself my second star. So at least I did manage to able to catch up on, you know, first place in mind. So anyways, let's see what the next star is going to be takes place. It's going to be right next to that particular castle over there, or that particular Chemic's mansion, as far as I'm most likely concerned about this. And of course I can't able to actually access to it on this turn, but I might as well do that until the next turn actually. So anyways, let's go ahead and steal some coins to Peach, because she was the only one managed to able to land on the bank space that has lots of coins, specifically 50 of them. But regardless, I stole her 24 coins, so I think that should be alright for me. Even though I would appreciate if I was able to steal a star from Peach, but that didn't happen sadly, because, you know, I've already just got myself my second star, of course, so. Alright, Tipsy Tony, we've played this before, so hopefully I might as well win this again. So, unlike the ones and how it does on the first attempt though, however though, in Pirate Land, that I wasn't fully too much attention to, so. Anyways, let's go ahead and tilt the actual picture image of Toad and stuff, so yeah, that makes it a little bit obvious without specific stimulations and all that. And just one last piece, and there we go. Almost gonna get myself nerve-wracked at first, but hey, at least I still managed to guarantee to win this no matter what. Especially I might as well still able to guarantee to get myself the minigame star, as well as, well, I'm pretty sure I'm in the coin star lead at the moment, so as long as if someone else doesn't seem to land on that, particularly the chance time space, no matter what it will be, unlike the ones how it does it in Mystery Land, that I seem to almost got screwed over by that, you know, daredevil, you know, chance time space, as we know. Alright, I believe Yoshi's gonna be able to... Oh, he's not gonna walk there. Okay, so I'm guessing it's because, relatively speaking, it's because of how the fact that he doesn't have enough coins to be able to actually purchase a star. So, I'm guessing I get the idea of what he was about to be planning, so... Anyway, ooh, sweet, we got 10. And I might as well go this way. And nope, I'm gonna ignore you, Mr. I, because, well, there's no need for warping. I'm pretty sure it's like, the pricing on the actual Mr. I. Oh, by the way, before we get on to that, here's the darkness light. Basically, it can only be activated once the daytime is actually still up. And basically, if you manage to speak to Chemic, that, it will summon the actual, the darkness lamp, and you have to pay like 10 coins, by the way, in order to able to make it happen. And that way, it'll instantly transport it to, or instantly just manage to get into nighttime straight away. So, something's worth mentioning, so. Oh geez, that actually screwed us. Especially noticeable how Luigi's almost got a guarantee to able to steal my coins. But it doesn't matter, because even then though, I've managed to got 3 stars so far. And, talk of the devil, we have Bowser. Oh boy. Okay, please go for the actual padlock. Padlock, padlock. Come on, I'm losing all my coins again. I'm the only one losing coins. Like, if I didn't lose many coins thus far, then I need to get ourselves a coin star. Alright, Rainbow Run again, and this time I'm gonna be doing the tightrope sequence this time around. So, I'm hoping I can guarantee that I can able to pull this one off. You know, not much else to talk about this at this point, guys, apart from the fact that, well, at this point in time is the fact that we pretty much guarantee that, oh jeez. Ah, what?! How's that even fair? Nah, it doesn't matter. It still looks incredibly unfair, though, for the team of 1, though, because sometimes, if you fell off, then there was no way of chance of winning, so, whilst in a team of 3 have an easier job. But anyway, so it looks like Luigi's gonna use the golden mushroom, And because of that, he will steal something from Boo. To be more specifically, I think he'll steal something from me. Specifically with all these coins. Is he going to steal something from me? Yup. I just know it. Especially I'm in first place, so I could appreciate it if you just steal some coins to Peach, because look how many coins she's got. She's got about 66. And now I've lost all. Gosh darn it. But at least on the upside, that, usually relatively speaking, that, he doesn't seem able to steal a star from me at least, so I'm gonna be okay with that. And now he's gonna steal some coins to Peach. She at least able to actually deserve that from, you know, landing on that particular bank space after all. And somehow Luigi got 24. Anyway, I do apologize for the actual awkwardness that's been going on in terms of commentary and stuff like that, but usually that's how it goes. Okay, Luigi's gonna do the coughing congestion, so I'm really hoping that Luigi doesn't go after that Bowser bomb or anything, which if he does, then we'll guarantee we're able to actually get ourselves screwed over. Although, it doesn't matter to me though, because otherwise I just managed to got myself 0 coins and 3 stars, so I guess it doesn't matter to me though anyway. And, well, here goes the second Bowser bomb, folks. It's kind of odd about the fact that he just managed to able to ignore the Boo Bell completely, so yeah, I guess that makes it obvious there. Although, I will have to get away from, well, Baby Bowser during time, because he was actually right close to me at this point. That was when the star space was previously located, but now it's been located in the, almost to the point in the beginning portion of the board. Or, to be more specifically, what Peach is gonna go to, she's probably gonna go onto the left. And talking of which, she'll get herself the golden mushroom. And she was just about 1 space away from that star space. So she will guarantee to get her next star in the next turn. Okay, so 4. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's check out the forms of, well, Wizard Bowser in action. Even though technically we've already seen that coming since Pirate Land, so, but either way though, let's see what numbers he's getting. 3, and 7, and 8. I'm pretty sure he got me. There was no way I can able to escape from him. So yeah, this is what happens if you manage to catch up to him. You will take all of your coins. So, yeah, that could be pretty dangerous. But not by much, so even though it's only just 3. If Luigi managed able to meet up with him, oh, so close! Almost gonna showcase off Quicksand Kashi minigame, because that was the only 1 versus 3 minigame we have not seen yet. Oh jeez. Sometimes minigame roulettes can be, you know, pretty random. I'm not gonna lie. But we're doing a crane game, so in this case the longest one of the bunch. So anyway, I guess a few things I want to explain about in terms of, specifically, the last mode we're going to be focusing on for this Let's Play, which is of course, Minigame Coaster. As I said this before, that the Minigame Coaster is actually very similar to Minigame Island from Mario Party 1, except Minigame Coaster was actually a lot harder compared to the forms of how it does it on Minigame Island from, you know, Mario Party 1. You wanna know why? Because you can't able to actually backtrack, first of all, and second, this is completely linear, and plus, you do have some safe spots, which is a good thing. It will be kind of unfair if you're trying to able to actually just do the entire minigame coaster without even save, or saving, or for that matter. So, but either way though, at least I'm glad the save spot does make a return there. But then again though, I'll talk more about it until whenever we get into minigame coaster mode. which, unlike its 2015 counterpart, even though Despito is no longer in our channel, of course. So, but either way though, I just simply managed to ignore Minigame Coaster completely because I just have no idea, I just ignored that. Especially that most people complain about the forms of the actual nerve-wracking difficulty on that particular mode. So, yeah, I thought to myself about that. Alright, so Luigi's gonna be playing Coughing Congestion once again, and this time the magic lamp has been shown up. I wonder if we can able to actually show this off for reals, which, spoiler warning, it will not happen because otherwise computer players always choose whatever they want. So in this case, looks like, oh, he's gonna go for the golden mushroom again. See, seriously, these computer players always love golden mushrooms, which I don't have to be complaining about that, but I'm guessing they're trying to able to boost up their movements and stuff. But either way though, it looks like Yoshi gets a 6. And looks like, truth be told, for this point, Peach is the fact that Yoshi able to make it to the stars, so... Ha. Alright. So, in this case, obviously he'll meet up with Bowser as well, so... That might be seems a little bit more... absurd, or some kind. So yeah, another thing I just want to explain about this also is the fact that one thing I totally forgot to mention about this, ever since in the first part of this board always reminds me, or reminds me rather, of the Harry Potter films. I know it sounds a little bit crazy for saying that, but usually relatively speaking, because of how the actual board itself looked, especially it has like parks, Halloween stuff and all that jazz, so even then though, it kind of reminds me of the Harry Potter stuff. Even though that, I haven't watched these films for quite a while, even though what I've heard is actually really good. Even though there are some, good parts here and there, I think, the best one of the bunch is actually the last one, which is of course the Deadly Hollows Part 2, even though we're not gonna spoil things heavenly. And, oh geez, sorry Yoshi, you must be able to lose all of your coins now. Especially after purchasing your star, so, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, and also another thing that, I suppose that Defi has already mentioned about this before, ever since in Team Sonic Racing Let's Play. Recently I've managed to able to actually just to watch, the original Mulan film, the one with the forms of the original 2D animated counterpart, you know, in 1998 from Disney, because of how the fact that it's part of, you know, not only in terms of my nostalgia memory, but also it's actually really impressive. Although I will say though, is that the original film is actually way better than the forms of how it does it on Mulan 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I got some of my coins back! Whew! Thank you. Thank you, I really need that hidden block. After, you know, Luigi got the hidden block, and Peach also gets a hidden block as well, due to that star, but now I've got my hidden block due to 20 coins, so I'm gonna be okay with that, especially because, well, otherwise I just need to able to get some of my coins back. Alright, Bob-omb Barrage, so, and this time I'm gonna be able to take control of the actual rafting, so, best of luck. Oh yeah, because of this though, I really prefer the original Mulan film as the films of 1998 film over the likes of the Mulan 2 sequel. Ah, son of a... God dang it, I totally forgot that was there. Ah, oh well. Anyway, I prefer Mulan, the original film over Mulan 2 because it was a pretty unnecessary sequel, and also the live-action remake. Speaking of the live-action remake of Mulan, for whatever reason, that, in addition to able to actually have themselves the dumbest decision when it comes to forms of the Disney Plus service, like you have to pay like 20 or so pounds or dollars depending on what region you're in, but it also is the fact that the DVD version also came out recently, during the forms of, let's just say in last month, and I was like, God man, like, it just pops out of nowhere, it's just like shadow dropping, which, because of this though, I just have no idea why they're able to do that. Even though I'm not gonna see that, mind you, just because it actually ruins the actual experience. than the likes of the original, because in the original it does have Mushu voiced by Eddie Murphy, of course. But at the same time though, is the fact that the live-action remake just completely screwed everything up. Like, it just make everything else not only absence of Mushu, but also it's a lot more violent than the forms of how it does it on the original counterpart. And I was like, no thanks. No freaking thanks. By the way, something's worth mentioning. I'm pretty sure I might be right on this, but usually depending on the forms of the day and night cycle, if you manage to meet up with Mr. I, basically, if it's like daytime, you have to pay like 10 coins in order to able to actually just go through one place to the other. And I believe in the nighttime variation, I think it was about 5 coins, if possible. At least as far as I'm guessing it correctly, so... Alright, so now the baby Bowser's now onto this particular spot now, so... Alright, so let's see what Luigi's gonna get. Oh, for the love of... Oh my god, why does computer players always get lucky with all these bank spaces? Oh jeez. I am definitely... It's a bit of a tough decision actually when it comes to the coin star and stuff like that, because, well, at the same time though, it's just that computer players always know of what they're expecting to able to land on. Oh well. Alright, so Yoshi's gonna go this way, which is pretty obvious because that's where the star is. And, oh dear, this is not good. Especially noticeable how the fact that Peach is gonna guarantee to able to steal something from Boo, eventually at some point during the next turn, that she will able to get her opportunity to able to steal something from me. Because obviously I'm still in first place after all, so... Oh jeez. Alright, hop rope jump, we've already played this before, so... Alright. Let's see how this goes, basically. And yeah, another thing I should probably point out right away is the fact that, recently, for about a few days ago actually, recently they managed to bring us a teaser trailer from the likes of, well, a small teaser trailer of certain montage clips of, the new film is going to be released. Well, originally it was supposed to be releasing during, sometime in November this year, but of course it's been delayed due to the pandemic. But, usually relatively speaking, it's the Tom and Jerry live-action, movie. And from what I've seen the actual teaser trailer of the actual whole thing, with certain clips in mind, it looked pretty promising, I'm not gonna lie. Even though that it might seems a bit weird at first, because I'm more into the forms of the actual normal Tom and Jerry cartoons and all that stuff from the 1940s or something. But at the same time though, that for one thing, is the fact that it seems very promising. Like, first of all, I'm very happy to report that, thankfully, that particular film coming up and during at some point next year in March, basically, okay, before we get on to that actually, here we have a duel minigame in Horrorland, and this is without a doubt one of the best duel minigames. Even though that cannot be applied for the final board of the game, mind you, but we'll talk more about soon enough. Mushroom Brew. Strew the best mushroom brew by putting the proper ingredients into the pot. There are 3 types of mushrooms, add them in the order Goomba tells you, and don't delay, press A for the blue, B for the green, and Z button for the grey mushrooms. So it makes a little bit of a, you know, a color ordination for, you know, depending on the actual colors of the button, and that was a really bad attempt. So yeah, anyway, about what new forms of the Tom and Jerry live-action movie is about to be coming up next year. For one thing, is that I'm happy to report is the fact that the Tom and Jerry characters does not talk this time around though, which is actually a good thing. Compared to the forms of the 1992 film, it's like, that's just wrong. Like, that is seriously wrong. But I digress. And, yeah, it might seems promising as I said, but I have no any further details about this yet though, apart from the fact that, well, I've already mentioned one thing, which is of course, the characters, mainly with Tom and Jerry, are completely silenced the whole time, so at least I'm very glad that was the case. Because if they do, however though, it will seriously gonna be suck. Oh, talking of which, thank you Yoshi for able to save my life. Especially because that Peach doesn't seem to able to steal a star from me, so that's obviously a good thing. So, of course, we have a battle game. Talking of which, 30 coins! Ouch! Yikes. That is disgusting. Speaking of such, here's the worst battle minigame. Recommend. I'm not looking forward to this minigame though. Many mushrooms sit on top the spinning stump. Use your crane to rank in as many as you can. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this minigame because Recommend is, in my opinion, the worst battle minigame of this game. Basically, all you have to do is basically you have to do a lot of emphasis on timing and what have you. And basically, all you have to do in this minigame is just grab as many mushrooms as you can. There are three different mushrooms you can able to actually just try to reckon them in from. Like, obviously, the gold ones were able to give you about, let's just say, 3 points. And then regular mushrooms give you 1. And I'm pretty sure that if you accidentally grab the poison mushrooms, which is what Yoshi just grabbed, basically it's the fact that he will guarantee to able to get himself -3 points or something. But thankfully I did won that, so... And that was actually a pretty close one as well. Because if I somehow get second or lower than that, then I will be able to actually kiss my, well, I just have no idea what I'm saying right now. But luckily I've got most of my coins back, so that's good to hear. So now I'm at 82 coins, so that's cool to hear. I might as well go that way. Especially I need to able to buy something from the item shop. No matter what though, you know what though, let's go for golden mushroom. Just in case if I was gonna able to guarantee to try to able to actually get the star or something, which sure it might not be possible, mind you, especially how when it gets to like nighttime, then, you know, most of the worms were able to be blocked, so... Anyway, bumper balls. I think this is one of those new mini-games or something. Yes, it is. It's an all-out bumper ball bash. Use your analog stick or control stick to roll your ball and, well, bounce your opponents back at him. So, another Mario Party 1 minigame returning minigame for this game, except now, obviously the biggest difference is now is the fact that they obviously now have 3 different variations of bumper ball in terms of bumper balls, as far as like stage environments are concerned. Like, the one obvious thing is of course, shoot! I'm not very good at this minigame. I'm not very good at this. Oh jeez. In fact, as you can tell from that particular stage environment right there, that that's probably one of the hardest stage environments that you might as well saw. Because obviously it looks kind of similar to the ones in Mario Party 1, except the fact that it now has like small hills, and meaning about the fact that it might be a little bit difficult to able to maneuver yourself. And also there is the lava pit environment, which is a very simple self-explanatory level theme environment. And screw you, Luigi, for able to actually just trying to able to get my opportunity to get that star. Ah, jeez. Anyway, and there's also the ice one, which appears to be likely there's a slippery physics section during the middle portion of the actual level environment, or that particular environment, and stuff like that. And I would like to able to show both of them off, but not right now though, because I'm just gonna have to do my button mashing going on. Alright, let's see. Okay, it's just 20. Okay, that's fine. You can take it. Nonetheless though, I still got more coins than you. So, yeah, from the likes of the bumper balls and variation of Mario Party 2, that will obviously make a comeback in Mario Party the Top 100, even though that in the Top 100 version, mind you, only has one stage, which is of course, you know, the actual lava pit environment, so not so much the rest though. Might as well go this way, and I think for this point, I think I should probably steal some coins, so even though I was attempting able to actually steal a star or something, for able to actually just trying to able to be dominated for the most part, but we'll just see. So in this case, 26 coins. So at least I got 20 back, plus 6 more, so that should be good for me. And I think no matter what though, since that Luigi's almost gonna be pretty close to able to actually steal something from me, so I thought to myself I might as well steal his coins, so... Plus because he was almost near to 50 coins by that point. Which thankfully I did manage to stop him, so either way though that should be good for me. And look at that, 90 coins. Even though if I was gonna get 10 more, then that'll be 100. Yeah, let's go that way, because although despite I land on the red space, so... Oh well. Alright. Still have not played Quicksand Kashi yet. Jeez. But either way though, we're gonna be playing Shark Drop or Roll again, so... And I think I'm gonna be the liver again. Kinda weird, doesn't it? Even though when we get onto the forms of the minigame coaster, that we're able to actually do something completely different for our change. So, there goes Yoshi. And, oh come on. Come on you two, be out already. Ah, jeez. There goes Luigi. And now it's you and me, Peach. And there she goes. She will have a bad head day at one point, from that particular electrocution and stuff. But 94 coins, that seems quite a lot. And I think I'm actually onto the actual Coinstar lead at the moment, which that seems a good thing, after most of these computer players managed to got very lucky with that particular bank space landing. And it looks like Luigi was so close to able to actually steal some coins back from me, so... At least that's a good thing I did manage to stop him from doing so. Okay, so Yoshi's gonna be playing the Coffin Congestion again, so... God knows of what item he's gonna go for. If I recall correctly, it will easily be the Golden Mushroom, because it was always gonna be the Golden Mushroom that most of these computer players were gonna go after. Even though I have no idea why they just attempt to ignore the magic lamp completely. But we'll see. So, looks like he's ignoring the magic lamp completely, and somehow he chooses the Boo Bell. The Boo Bell will allows you to able to actually just to steal something from any opponents while you're able to actually use that. So it's kind of like, well, you can able to use that at any point, so that seems kind of good. Unless if you're able to actually use the plunger chest to able to actually steal something from someone else for that matter, then you would be able to guarantee to able to go for that. Ah, son of a... Okay, that's fine, because not only do I need to duel against with Yoshi, but also I might as well able to actually guaranteed to able to get myself an item, so... That seems a little bit of more of a cool thing to do from this point. No matter what though, let's duel for 16 coins. In this case, all of his coins. Sorry about that. I have to like stretch out my legs for a bit, so that way I can able to stretch it up a bit. And right off the bat, I think Yoshi got screwed over, so yeah, it seems very obvious for that specific situation. And, well, let's see how the results goes. Even though sometimes I get, like, a bit of delays here and there, but regardless, I think I still managed to win this. There we go. I think to me though that the Horror Land does have the best item minigame as well as the best duel minigame in this whole entire game, which I am saying that right now. These two are probably as the best ones in terms of not only the item game but also the duel minigame as well, so it's one of pointing out. Now of course I don't have my opportunity to able to see the magic lamp right here and there, but either way though we'll go ahead and leave it to that. Although I could potentially try to use the plunger chest plunger chest to able to actually steal an item from Yoshi or something, but unfortunately though, I think I'm actually gonna go for someone else. Mainly, the Golden Mushroom. Although I was originally trying to able to go for that skeleton key, but of course until the final turn, it will be going back into daytime. So, yeah, there's no way we can able to show off the legendary Big Boo. So, unfortunately though, that's not gonna happen. Alright, Honeycomb Havoc again, so since I've lost last time, so hopefully I'm might as well able to win this time, if possible. But, you know, you get the idea. So Luigi gets a 1 for starters, and Peach, on the other hand, gets a 2. Something worth mentioning at this point as well is the fact that recently, on my own time, I managed to able to get onto Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on the PlayStation 4 version, if only because of how the fact that with the silky smooth 60 frames per second, but it's also that particular version on the PS4 has much better load times than the likes of how it does it on the PlayStation 3 counterpart, because seriously, Jesus Christ. Sometimes this minigame can obviously screw me over sometimes. Even though whenever we get onto minigame coaster though, I definitely gonna have to be very careful, like not to aim for specific amount of stuff. Mainly with the forms of likely trying to able to be a little bit more skillful, so... Alright, so Yoshi gets a 1, so... yeah, it seems very obvious. And Luigi's out. So it's between Peach and Yoshi. Oh, and by the way, one thing I forgot to mention, ever since Journey Forms at the beginning of this particular Let's Play, you know, with the fact that in the forms of the original Mario Party, specifically for Luigi and Wario, in a Japanese release of the Mario Party 1, basically both Luigi and Wario both say, "Oh my god," every time whenever they manage to lose the minigame. In Mario Party 2 doesn't have those clips returning, so I guess that makes it pretty obvious because of something like religious kind of logic, or anything else like that. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but yeah, you probably know what I mean until if you find out about the censorship during forms of any other Mario Party games, so yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, the final turn in Horrorland. It's kind of a shame really, because even then though, this is the best looking board in the whole entire game, not only because of the actual haunted themed board for the very first time in a Mario Party game, but it's also the fact that it just makes everything else unique, like the day and night system, as well as the forms of like some different events happening, and also to top it off, the legendary Big Boo appeared, but only happened in nighttime, and also actually access to it by, you know, utilizing the skeleton key as to be expected, and also it has like 5 Boos, like 4 regular Boos and 1 legendary Big Boo, as I think I've already established that earlier, so even though, eventually at this point, whenever it gets to like the next Halloween for next year, if possible, if the next year will be a lot better, I'm also able to actually replay this board if I was gonna able to actually play that during the forms of Halloween, during the forms of next year, which that would be very surprising, especially in there's also another haunted theme board until likely for Mario Party 4, and especially noticeable with the ones in Mario Party 8, and also there was one in, oh yeah, the ones in Mario Party 9, and also one of them is on Mario Party Island Tour, and one in Mario Party 10, and I think that's as far as I can try to say. Oh, right, there is 3 of these variations in Toad Scramble mode in Mario Party Star Rush within World 2, so I think that's as far as I can try to say about this for the most part, so come on. I was hoping we can get ourselves Quicksand Cashew minigame, but we still ended up not getting it, so oh well. At least whenever we go to the final main board of the game, which is of course Bowser Land, I'm really hoping we can able to come across to that. But at least we can able to do this minigame instead though, so at least I found this one to be quite fun. So anyways, I am always going to be last because I'm pretty sure it's most likely it's because of the forms of that turn order system or something, but maybe. Alright, so looks like I'm gonna have to just try to catch up a little bit, because I think Peach is almost guaranteed able to speed things up a little bit, but at least we'd still manage to win. Nice. And I think we now go into the forms of the final results for Horrorland. So, yeah, I guess that makes it obvious for this point right there. And I think I'm actually in the coin star lead, like 122 coins that I've managed to got. Everybody gets the stars, even though I've got the most stars and I've got the most coins. So, minigame star, pretty obvious, it was me. Because, you know, I'm the king or the master of those minigames. Well, some of them, as I said before. But anyway, coin star goes to me because I got 122 of these things. And the happening star, I don't know whoever goes to that actually. Oh, it's Peach and Luigi. Okay, that's okay. At least too bad for Yoshi that he doesn't seem to get any of those bonus stars in particular. But anyway, let's see the true superstar is. Uh-oh, there's trouble. Wizard Bowser is gonna be racketing magic. So it looks like that green Koopa Troopa has been wandering around on that particular forest. Boo! I'm a ghost! Are you okay? Oh, thank you. Ah, Bowser! Aqua Frog! Rabbit! And it transformed Koopa into a frog. Huh? Who goes there? Rabbit, it's you! Rabbit, DK! So it looks like the wand were able to turn that frog back into its normal self for Koopa. Retreat! Retreat! Hocus Pocus! So it looks like it's a 101 magic duel against DK and Bowser. Or Wizard Bowser if you want to call it that. But, you know, much like any other Outlaws, we'd somehow win. And we turn Bowser into a frog. I'll remember this! Seriously, it almost reminds me of the Harry Potter kind of films, even though, as I said before, I haven't watched many of them though, but I have watched them all though, but haven't watched them for quite a while. This is pretty obvious because I was into the forms of more films recently, so... So yeah, this is my 5th victory for Mario Party 2 so far, which is actually almost a flawless run, I'm not gonna lie. But then again though, whenever we talk more about it until likely the next end of the final main board, even though we'll talk more about it until next weekend, so... Wow, me and Yoshi were somehow close to each other with the minigame star, even though that I won by 40 coins from Yoshi, so definitely got the minigame star. And once again, that me and Yoshi managed to able to lost by 1 happening space, but again, well, no chance times. Okay, that's actually pretty swell. And we landed on more of those item spaces, and I'm the only one never landed on either battle space and the bank space. That seems kind of, well, luck dependent, really. But anyway, that pretty much takes care of the forms of Horrorland. So I guess one thing's up here. So join us next weekend for more of Let's Play of Mario Party 2. Is the fact that we are moving on onto the final main board of the game, and it's actually the unlockable board. That's what it appears to be by the forms of Bowser Land. So I will see you guys until next weekend. Later, fellas. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.